you. Welcome to my everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's cold. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I hope you've been good. I hope you've been well, because wow, life has been just a little bit on my side. So I'm sending so much love, positive energy to everyone out there, you know. So like getting into the video, because like there's not really life updates or anything crazy that I want to talk about. We'll get straight into the video, right? So let me tell what's been on my heart in recent affairs and recent months and affairs. I've been learning how to honor myself, you know, because have you ever felt like constantly you're trying to live up to everyone else's expectations and live up to what everyone says, and like your peer pressure, societal comparison, social media, there is so much to live up to, right? So the importance of just honoring yourself and what that looks like, because as I'm growing and I'm going through these trial times, honoring yourself is just, it has to be one of the most important things. That why during these really hectic times it's important to like honor yourself by staying true to who you are and what you do, like what that means to you. So let's quickly define honoring yourself. Let me just pull out Mrs. Google. Meaning of honoring yourself. Honor yourself. Okay. Am I recording? Okay. So on Meta, it says here valuing and respecting your own worth, thoughts, beliefs, and life experiences. So that's why so that's what honoring yourself means, right? So you have to almost define it to mean something specifically to you, right? Honoring yourself needs to be personal to how you move and how you act throughout the world. Because honoring yourself, it literally could be like, ka Saturday, siya puma, and we are doing the most this weekend because you've had a really rough week or you've had a really long week, and that's how you give yourself grace and show up for yourself, even if it's like through grief and stuff. Show up for yourself by going out and having a good time and celebrating the little wins, because celebrating the little wins has been so hard of recent. It's just been like, okay, grand win. You know, you need to take a time, take a moment, take a step back and actually celebrate yourself, because if not that, then what? Then what are we here for? So specifically, I also want to talk about what honoring yourself could look like walking away, and how walking away could be so hard but so good for you. Like I have a friend who's always telling me like, making the right decision is normally the hardest decision you have to make, and making right decisions could look different in so many different ways. Like the right decision for yourself could be waking up early, and it's so hard to like show up for yourself in that way every single day for such a prolonged period of time. But sometimes you need to be able to grant yourself the space and permission to honor yourself and show up for yourself in so many different ways. But let me tell you, I'm speaking like this, but it's not an easy thing, my guy. It's like a really challenging thing I've come to find, in how like there's so many things to do, and there's so many places you need to be, and there's so many spread thin. You know, what do they call you when you're spread thin and your plate is full and you're losing your mind? Yeah, that's what being or going into, because I'm not in my 20s yet, mind you. But that's what going into your 20s, or like what to be in your 20s feels like. It feels like there's a lot going on all the time, and it's really, really then hard to honor the fact that like me, I wanna do well in school, and I wanna push my passion, and I also wanna show up for myself physically, which means eating well, you know, exercising, doing team sports. What a time! What a time! Ooh. And then not only to talk about like honoring yourself and then doing all these things for yourself, you have societal everything. You have societal peer pressure, and it doesn't even have to come from social media as well. People don't understand. Like, people don't understand that there are peers or people your age who are winning. Like, bar for bar, every day you open up Instagram, you talk to them in real life, these people are winning, and you think to yourself, I'm not doing enough. Clearly me, when I'm sleeping in until 8 o'clock and I only go to my lectures for the day and I just do my work, I'm not doing enough. The grind needs to grind harder. So I really feel it. I really feel for us 20 somethings or quarter to 20s, because I'm still not claiming that. I'm still not claiming my 20s. That is a discussion for another video fully. As of right now, no. So I think that's the challenge with like going. Anyways, I was talking about societal expectations. So when we move into then people who have like are winning in your like everyday, your peers, right? Even if it's not on social media, even if it's like not on even if it's in real life, then there's societal expectations. There's the fact that you need to be driving, you need to own a house, and then you need to don't forget about, and do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm getting at? Because it's not funny. It's not funny. At the end of the day, is it? It's not. So I think that's what like the real challenges come when it comes to honoring yourself, because there's so many things you're dealing with on the side and it feels like battle, bruises, all of that, man. All of that. The mountain, then you're dealing with your internal. You're dealing with self-doubt, self-esteem. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Insecurity, but let me not even, that's another mountain itself to get into. You know, I have real beef with insecurity because, anyways. But you get what I'm saying? There's all these like self-doubt, societal expectations, peer pressure, you know, comparison. I think that's what I want to get at with the whole like comparing yourself to people. These are so many things that take away from being who you are and being able to like show up for yourself every single day, because it's heavy. They're like heavy to deal with and they're not tangible, which is so like, how do I deal? How do I move? You know? Okay. So now when it comes to examples of honoring yourself, it could look different in different things, and that's really, I think the actual act of like taking time to honor yourself is the hardest thing, because first of all, I don't think people enjoy feeling their emotions. I really don't think that's a thing people enjoy feeling, because we're on the rise of a nonchalant, the nonchalant pandemics. And let me tell you, I hate the nonchalant pandemics, because everyone just want to act cool, everyone just want to not care. You want to not care. You know, there's things to not care about. I get it. From the bottom of my heart, I really get it. You can't care about everything, but to not care in general at all, brother, chill. I need us to care a bit more about things that matter. Not everything, not all these things, but I think people need to move in the world a little bit with a little bit more kindness, a little bit more love in their heart for, even if it's like not things, but at least each other. Sure. No, guys, no. Especially this rising generation. And I want to say it especially towards men. You guys need to care and I'm calling all of y'all out. The nonchalant Olympics, it's time to chalant. It's really, really time to chalant. I fully digress from the topic of conversation. I'm going to get back to it. However, it's also about honoring things, and how like the actual act of honoring yourself is really hard, and how choosing to be better actively every day is hard, and how excuse me, choosing to be better every day is hard, and like the act of trying new things and the act of let me see, stepping into different versions of yourself and prioritizing different versions of yourself is really, really hard. And I think that in the hardness, that's when you grow, and that's when you learn, and that's when you shed and you grow and you release your inhibition. Feel the rain, you're the skin, no one else can. Only you can. I'm sorry, I gotta. Yes. So I was still giving examples of like honoring yourself. Honoring yourself and giving examples of how you can do this and how you can keep showing up for yourself every single day. And I'm sitting here, I'm talking. It's like easy. You think you're on the screen. Hey, puppy, come to my real life. Show me the one-step way. There is no one-step way. That's the problem. There's no like step-by-step formula. And if there is, you know how hard it would be to follow? Because we're all different people. And we all have different identities, and this like step-by-step copy-paste thing, it won't work for everyone. It might not work. What I like might say, if you do step-by-step 1, 2, 3, what would work for you might not work. What would work for me might not work for you. So that's why I think it's important to talk to people who you love about like how you can show up for yourself more and how they see in which maybe you're lacking. I think that's a very nice way of like sitting down and like reflecting and journaling and having introspection. I think these things are so important and vital that you do. And I'm not saying weekly, I'm not saying every day, I'm saying to each their own. But I think that real growth comes from looking back, looking forward, looking now. Lots of looking, lots of acting different. Lots of trying harder. You get me, because I get you. You get me. We get each other, right? And this isn't. I'm not talking about this from like no place. Like I really believe in the benefits of this thing. I believe in the benefits of like honoring yourself and really working towards yourself throughout the year. In terms of the benefits, I really think that there'll be a relief that comes from when you make decisions that are catered to who you are, in terms of like walking away from a friendship that no longer serves you, or walking away from something that's just giving you pain and agony. And I don't promote just like throwing in the towel. I really believe that you need to try at things and you need to give your best, and once your best has been given, I think it's okay to say, you know what, it's not for me, and walk away. And I think that when you walk away, you need to be humble and you need to be full in the fact that you've given so much, and you give so much of what you have to something. So in essence, those are my 2 cents about honoring yourself, how it can be a really hard thing to do, especially when there's so much, but I think it can be such a beautiful experience when you learn to honor yourself and stay true to your values and beliefs, especially in a society that challenges you. You meet people and they challenge like what you stand for and who you are, and you need to be able to face the challenge with trueness to who you are. Otherwise, you will act in ways that are just demagod, and you will act in ways that are like out of who you are. You know, you will act in ways that are like, but why did I say that? But why did I say that? And then you're second guessing and you're overthinking yourself, and you're living in a place of constant like, you know, is that who I am? And my teacher used to say, this one teacher, she hated. Every time something would happen, and like, or something, there was a situation, and she said, but is that who you are? And I used to get so mad at her when she said that. I was like, oh dear, yes, clearly it's who I am, I did that. But I think in essence she was trying to say that, is this who you are? Is this how you acted? Is that how you want to act? Is that how you want people to know you by? Is that who you resonate? This version that you're acting in now, that's crazy. Is that the version of yourself that you want to represent in your daily life. And I think that it's something to think about. Again, excellent, love and light, guys. That was my 2 cents about honoring yourself. It's something I'm struggling with, working towards, trying my best at doing. Yeah. Okay, guys.
That is good.
I think there's good stuff.